right.
Wow. So this is why I put down outposts everywhere I kill a base, because they will just spawn anywhere. Killed a base there, I don't even think a couple of hours ago, and they already spawned a new little bastard. Welcome back to Buddah XioniX playing games poorly.
Buddha's going to continue his genocide. I mean, his cultural purge. I mean, his...
I believe we call this talks.
peace talks. Yes, Buddha's going to continue his peace talks.
We are communicating with the natives.
Yeah. In the only language they understand.
It's violence.
Well, you know, sometimes there is some ebb and flow to the conversation. You just have to expect that.
Besides, Necron, you're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud.
It's implied.
Why is
The talks got very intense at times.
Why? Why should I even not say the obvious? Hey, it's not even a crime if it's not even legalized anyways. Besides, the Geneva Convention is just for pussies.
It's not a war crime the first time.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's never a war crime. It's all about winning and negotiating in business. They call it war crime because because people with skill issues are complaining like that. Yeah, basically, Geneva Convention is for people with skill issues.
I can't fault your logic there. So.
Oh, but my body is drowning in acid. It's not my fault that your body's weak to acid. I'm just taking advantage of the weakness. You know, just like games, when you find there's a weakness element to the monster, would you not even try to abuse it to take advantage of that mechanic? I would abuse it.
But war is a gentlemanly thing now.
Gentlemanly is just a way of saying we should just keep the peace talk while taking advantage of it secretly. I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to get mad.
No, you're good.
Now, that was actually one of those things I remember initially when they were trying to have some of these conventions try to make out, you know, more globalized rules of war, like the Hague Convention. It's like, okay, yeah, we're fighting and we want to win, but, you know, these are still our farmers and our workers and stuff like that, and we don't want them to go back sans or minus arms, and then all of a sudden they're useless. That hurts, you know, all of our countries. So how can we do this to where we harm each other's workers without killing our workers, so that when the war is finally done, we can still have our workers back? I mean, some are going to die, obviously, but that's just the price of war. But if they survive, we still want them to work. And that's essentially how a lot of these conventions on how warfare should be done in modern-ish eras. Because the thing that still blew my mind, I think I've said this before, is explosive bullets were actually discovered in like the 1840s. And that was one of those first ones to where they're like, no, we don't want explosive bullets. That's cruel and unusual.
And mighty effective.
But we don't want to kill the workers. We want to maim them enough so they can't fight, but, you know, still be around enough so that they can go back to work when the war is over.
I got a better idea. How about not starting a war in the first fucking place then? Instead of just
come
making
on.
shit complicated.
You can't say that. That'd be sensical.
Not as sensical as the one they considered war crimes, huh? Okay, if I can't call it sensical, then it's not insensical for me to say I want to kill all those the military hospital first before killing the main branch. Destroying the hospital supplies and the supply chain and the food chains of the enemy empire will significantly increase my chances of winning. So it is not insensical, it is a strategy. But it's inane to kill doctors and nurses. There is not my fault that they're in the way of my gunfire.
Whoopsie.
This is why Canada commits all the war crimes first.
And I do not regret a single bit. Not our fault, is we're just taking advantage of what we can.
We're here to kick ass and win.
Yeah, we all care about is win, go back to our families. Oh, but they have families too. Well, sucks to be them. Skill issue.
And then I'm gonna have to make myself some more turrets. And collect more walls. And more small power poles.
Iron, nuclear, iron.
Alright, let's see. Okay, got a few more to the northwest that I can take care of. And that'll free up another oil along with 10 million more iron, 9 million more stone, 7 million more coal, and 10 million more copper. Or 15 million more copper.
Classic Buddah and XioniX. Graping the resources.
Collecting the resources.
What the fuck did I
Borrowing
just
them
hear?
from the natives.
They are being collected for usage.
That's right. They don't know what the green metal's used for.
But yeah, I'm quite low on most of my general resources, so I definitely need to go back and fix that stuff up, but it's quicker when I have 2 leg extenders. There we go. Really stretch my legs.
Copper load, copper iron, green chip. Okay. Load, copper iron, green chip. Load, copper iron, green chip. Load, iron, chip. Load, chip. Alright, so I'm gonna need to squeeze in a few more trains here.
And sulfuric acid is still doing just fine. That really makes me wonder, do we use sulfuric acid in the mining of uranium?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
really?
it's on the train.
Well, no, I mean in real life. I know that's why we have it on the train. I just don't know if that's something that's based on reality or just something they did to kind of just annoy me.
Oh, fuck if I know.
The fuck the what?
Alright, so outside of making my level 2 armor, we want to go to space. That requires a rocket silo, 1000 steel, 200 processing units, purple chips, 200 electric engines, 100 pipes, 1000 concrete. I know we have 3 of those, possibly 4.
Photos. 2 wagons.
Base platform foundation requires steel and copper cable.
Alright, go. I'm gonna squeeze a couple more trains on the line because more stops makes room.
Speaking of which, let's go back here. Turrets, iron plate. No, another game that I was thinking about getting, which would be a totally because I hate myself game, is what is it called again? Chained Together.
That's just because you're bad at platforming.
Exactly.
Chained together. Huh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a up to 4-player co-op game that you have to solve platforming puzzles and shit like that.
Yay, puzzles.
Platforming puzzles. I'm fine with puzzles. It's the platforming modifier in there that's like, why do I hit myself?
Oh, fucker.
Uh,
Oh, my train just bumped into my new
hmm.
train. I was trying to squeeze in a train and it didn't fit.
That's what she said?
Yeah, definitely that's what she said. Like, 100%.
Alright, so where doth the XioniX be making... there they are. Oh, we actually need... Yeah, we actually need those. Okay.
I sworn I had a gap in the trains I could put in 1 or 2 more, but go to primary while I'm staring at train blueprints.
Mark II power armor.
Alright, I definitely got time to throw in a train.
You know the lower levels sage where Sung fights the Vulcan demon.
Yeah?
You know, when I first read it in the manhwa, the first time I read it, I was like, "Oh, this is a giant fat bastard. So maybe strong, but he's gonna be slow as fuck. I've seen this in games." And then suddenly when he moves, I was like, "Holy shit! He moves fast for a big fat
It's
guy."
one of those things that I was just gonna be assuming that when you're that powerful, they're okay. Just because you're big, they aren't gonna make you slow, type thing.
Yeah, you know, I mean, let's before I go on, we all watched the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know when he first revealed that he's fucking fast.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, he's Sloth. And usually Sloth means slow, like slow and lazy. But
Yeah.
when he's decided to move fast, I was like, motherfucker, this moves smart fucking fast. I'm like, holy shit.
Well, that's why they used him to dig the tunnel. Is like he'll be slow in the creation of it. It doesn't need have to be done for what, a couple hundred years, couple thousand years. I forget the time frame.
As I was like, holy fucking shit. First time I known about that, I was like, damn.
Mm,
Damn, boy.
Why is that thing still... shit?
what are you whatting the shitting of?
So there's this iron box up here that I think is
Oh yeah.
glitched.
Oh.
It's fucking full. Like, it is fucking full, but the pickers keep grabbing shit to put in.
So pick up the picker.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's fucking weird.
So I hijacked 2 of your chip producers, or module producers, and I'm having them produce the other 2 modules. I'm doing that because you got your module chips backing up quite a bit, so just a heads up. And I don't particularly care about high explosive anymore since it's more AoE. So right now I'm just killing off a bunch of the low-level researches, get that stuff done. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with this box.
$200. We have pipe. We have concrete. Just don't know if we're storing electric engines. We are.
Yeah, electric engines. They should be stored.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But the only reason those modules are backing up is because I need more resources down there. I'm running out of iron. So
I was gonna say, I think the automation for train tracks is the one that's slowing it down.
no, I know exactly where the problem is. I just need to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on the problem right now. That's why I'm adding more trains.
Roger that.
Roger, Roger.
I've said that more than 1,000 times in my life.
Roger, Roger.
How about it, Necron? Were you a fan of the prequels, or did you hate it until more recently?
I'm not much in. I didn't watch much of the Star Wars, but honestly, but I do plan on doing it someday. I heard it was okay, good, like really good. The pre. I heard.
Well,
I
no-
know it's really good. It's one of the classics, but I haven't watched it the entire. I watched the cartoon version though.
The
The,
Clone Wars?
yep, that's where I got the Roger, Roger. I was like Roger, Roger.
Honestly, never watched the Clone Wars. I mean, maybe I've seen a few episodes, but I don't recall any of them.
The Clone Wars is one of those that the diehards live and die by.
I was gonna say they swear by it.
Apparently, the Clone Wars was very good.
Oh, shit.
Roger, Roger.
Uh-oh, I need one.
It's the Jedi.
Yeah, right.
It's the Jedi. Roger that.
Yeah, our core iron's almost dead. Our core copper's still doing just fine. Core stone's almost gone, but that hasn't been an issue for a minute, so. So I don't know where to place the rocket silo, so I'm just gonna put it.
Okay. Does it just particularly matter? Well, I guess I fixed the glitch with your box up here, so now all this is largely unnecessary. I'll leave it alone. We'll need it eventually.
Rocket capacity up to 1 ton. Can request things down from the space platform. Can add modules. Needs processing unit, low density unit, and rocket fuel. Not automating rocket fuel.
Squeeze it.
Where is the rocket fuel? There you are. Requires 5 steel plate and 100 crude oil. No, that's flamethrower. I'm retarded. Still, that's expensive. Jeez. There you are. 10 solid fuel and 10 light fuel to make rocket fuel. Yellow's starting to back up. Make one more wooden box.
Alright, this might be max trains from the current line.
No, I was gonna say that would increase the speed, but I think I've already increased the brake force. I can still increase it a bit more. Elevated trains, doesn't matter right now. Discharge defense. Insert into armor, pushback, and stun nearby enemies with the activated using the remote. Not sure how you activate the remote. And then personal laser defense. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, that's gonna take forever and a half. So let's go talk to the locals some more. I need more rockets.
That's how the locals communicate, is in rockets.
Well, you know, to hit the proper note in the explosive dialect is very precise, so, you know, our linguist experts are still working on the communication explosives. AP rounds, haven't exactly been using them, so I'm not too worried. Definitely need regular rounds. I'm a little curious how much it takes to charge this bastard. Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing. I just connected the rocket to the power supply.
Yep.
I was expecting it to actually take some. It's literally just taking 60 watts.
I failed to solve the problem.
Well, I figured it was gonna be one of those, like, we have to supercharge the bitch, so it'd be just
1 million watts.
1 megawatt? No, gigawatt. There's my regular ammo.
How close are we to getting faster tracks? Because this is actually starting to become a problem for me.
I can get that next. Faster tracks will require lubricant, though. 10 gear, 1 fast track, and 20 lubricant per belt. Want me to make that next on the list?
Please.
Alright. Oh, that's right. That's the other thing I need to make more of.
That should keep this goddamn line full.
So, let's go there. Maybe there. Probably not there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 21 turrets. I got 24. Ooh. Yeah, I can resupply.
Alright, that was a particularly empty train, it appears.
Oh, didn't you say you made a new train?
Yeah, 2, actually. I was just worried because the train that was here was super empty, and I'm like, oh my god, am I just really raping my resources that hard right now? Because I am really pushing this iron mine up here.
Well, there's another iron mine pretty close, isn't there?
There is. At this point, it's a matter of having quick pickers on the train, but yeah. I think this is fine. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. We're just doing something primary. Oh, he's making one of his little outposts.
I'm going on a murder rampage right now, so. But I did find that if you do set it up just right, you actually can kill a big worm without it responding. So that was cool.
Nice. Hey, Moki, what's up? How you doing, man?
Moki Moki.
Also, Sage, like, game I'm playing right now, Solo Leveling Arise, they really added some, like, in between what happened. Like, you know the hospital scene from the, where Sung cured his mother?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Spoilers, mate!
Are you gonna watch the Solo Leveling as well, XioniX?
Well, he is. And the final season, or final episode's coming out tomorrow, so yeah, we're gonna be killing it off soon.
Wait, I thought you already you know about the hospital scene, right?
I
Charles.
do. He does it. I've been keeping my mouth shut.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no one.
Way to
Uh,
roast spoil.
Yeah, fucking hell, man.
You just had to wait like
uh,
1 more week.
okay.
Not a pussy.
Everything
XioniX,
season 2, he's pretty much ignorant of,
XioniX,
man.
okay, XioniX, mute me. In your end, on your end, and then I can only talk to Sage. Is that okay?
I really need to talk about this.
Is that okay, or do you
I
just
mean, if
want me
it's
to
that
chat?
important to you, I will, but give me a second.
I mean, he's gonna still hear me responding, so I guess I could limit myself to nuh-uh.
Yeah, just say yes, no. Oh, I see.
Good fucking hell. Alright. Alright, you're muted, Necron. Say whatever you need to say. Warning, chat. Spoilers incoming for fucking season 2 of, whatchamacallit.
Necron, why would you say that about XioniX? He's just trying to do the best he can.
Seriously, fucking dickhead.
I know he's ugly, but you don't have to say it. No, it doesn't matter that he's an incest baby.
My mom should have gotten an abortion. Anyways, so now I don't have anyone to talk to, so... Let's see. This should have fixed... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is working. So I need copper wire down this line. The hell am I gonna get copper wire all the way the fuck over here? They don't run out of bullets. Buddah makes regular rounds and fills them back up. And honestly, I'm probably gonna start playing Monster Hunter next week. Buddah wants to play it. Iskander wants to play it. A bunch of people on the Discord server want to play it. I mean, I don't know why they don't just play with each other, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. But I really do want to play it. The game is fun. I just fucking hate the interface, and I was being petulant because I felt like Capcom should do better than it does, but then I remembered that Capcom is a Capcom, and I shouldn't expect more out of them.
I mean, it'll take at least a version or two before they do, but yeah.
Maybe. Monster Hunter World was still janky as shit on the multiplayer. So, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, no, you go through these Monster Hunter games fucking quick, won't you? Like, I don't think anyone plays Monster Hunter the way you do. But I am missing that whole you making fun of Buddah for, you know, playing dual blades like a fucking bitch. Like that I need that in my life. Even though he's never gonna play dual blades again. But I've been thinking I'm gonna do Lance, because I've never played Lance before.
That's interesting.
I'm assuming there's another conversation going on, so I'm gonna not respond to that. I did see those. I haven't watched them. I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking at, so... kind of sitting on them. Did hear from Zion, or from XioniX. I heard from Buddah that you did a crazy good run, though.
Alright. No, when it comes to stuff like that, it's gonna take a minute for it to migrate into the full story. So I could see that as eventually, but it also could turn into its own little side plot that they're probably gonna be doing, which is probably more likely, at least for the first little while, especially depending on the success of the game.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
You know, I've been having fun too, XioniX. I've been trying to pay attention to two different conversations. You're talking, Moki's talking, and then Necron.
It's almost like this was an ill-conceived idea from the outset.
But I understand that, but the game came out later. It's one of those things that's gonna have to adapt later. They can't move instantly. Big operations take a lot of time.
Like moving a fat bitch from an MRI machine.
Seriously. Hell, my dad got injured doing that a couple of times from what I've been told.
That's a huge bitch. Indeed. That's a lot of equipment around.
Necron gives you permission to unmute him.
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this. Maybe I should leave Necron muted. Like he made this whole thing awkward. I feel like there should be some form of punishment involved.
Uh-oh. XioniX is getting into his... He's pulling out the leathers. I mean, it's been interesting trying to keep track of two conversations. I think I did pretty well. You know, XioniX is mad that Moki's not around to call me a useless piece of shit on the daily.
It's backwards. Alright, I better unmute Necron so we can have a single conversation now. Alright, you're unmuted, Necron.
Man, the amount of shit that he could talk about you in a couple of minutes is quite impressive. I would not expect it of him.
You would be surprised what people can do.
Yeah, no, there's hidden talents out there, and then you just need that one moment where it's like, oh shit, dude shined.
As long as it got caught on the YouTube video.
Mm-hmm. There's proof of everything I said. All right.
I still haven't heard Necron say anything, so are you unmuted, Necron, or?
Apparently, if you want to expand this or the story on solo leveling, you gotta play the mobile now because there's some stuff that's original there that expands the lore, and I guess has been acknowledged as canon.
Alright, so second try to unmute Necron. Alright, I heard it that time.
All right, let's see. I need way more power pulls. Well, the area I've secured, like I said, now holds 10 million more iron ore, so...
100 million iron ore. Yeah, in any case, Moki, yeah, we'll probably start playing Monster Hunter next week. These guys have been breaking me down.
Keep pushing and pushing and pushing. No, I'm still chuckling when talked to him earlier, and he's just like, dude, I watched a 10-minute video on how to co-op with someone.
It should not be a 10-minute goddamn video.
I know. I told him. He's still annoyed.
Yep, still fucking annoyed. It is much harder than it has any right to be. It's like a retarded toddler decided, you know, how things were going to connect, and it's like, why in the name of Zeus's butthole did you guys think this is a good fucking idea? Like, it's so dog shit, backwards, and complicated that
It's the principle, man. The principle of the matter. No, and I'm not doing that much damage, so we will keep that going.
brass tacks, you could probably give it to me in 3 minutes, but the problem is A, that it needs to be given, and B, that there's a lot of nuance behind it for how things work and how everything connects together and how you use the different groups that isn't fucking explained at all. And so you're just left to do Q&A testing to try and figure it the fuck out. I did not listen to that correctly. Yeah, no,
Well, more like what I normally said. It's the principle of the matter. It shouldn't be that difficult. The fact that they have it has him morally outraged, or as I told you when we played, made him have a bitch fit.
Yes, it has given me 100% a bitch fit because it shouldn't be as hard as it is. It absolutely should not be as hard as it is. It is one of those things that should not be the way it is. And it is. So that's my qualms, is like, these fuckers have made this way harder than it absolutely needs to be.
Is there a solution now?
What game is that?
Yes. Monster Hunter Wild.
Wilds.
Okay. So what's the issue? What's the actual issue then? Is it harder then to do things?
Well, to be able to join with a friend, instead of being like, hey, I know that guy, I want to play with that guy, you have to go through multiple steps. And it's not even like steps that make sense. It's like, well, first you have to do this, then you have to do this, then go talk to this guy named Bob. He'll tell you the secret password.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Bob needs you to talk to Susie because he needs to figure out what her favorite recipe is.
Once you talk to Susie, you have to join a link group. Then you have to join an environment group. Then you have to join a lobby. Then you have to.
Then you have to do
pet
4 side
somebody's
quests
cat.
that do nothing. Has nothing to do with anything.
And once you do everything correctly, you have to wait for the host to watch the cutscene before anyone else can join, because God forbid 2 people watch the same fucking cutscene at the same goddamn time.
We do not have this technology.
Hey, Monkey.
You're telling me
More or less, at least. Some rundown is correct.
And that's what has XioniX going on a bit of a bitch fit, so...
Yeah. So I petulantly refunded the game and said, fuck you, I'm not going to support this dog shit. Even though I'm going to end up buying the game again. I know I am. I just thought it would last long enough to actually get to a sale. Because I don't want to pay
You lasted,
$70
like-
for that pile of cum.
He lasted like 2 weeks.
Honestly, I would have been fine if it weren't for everyone going, come on, man, play Wilds, play Wilds.
Hey, man, all I said was I was told how to get past that dog shit.
Yeah, which is quite easy once you understood it.
Yeah, you just
Then
had to read a wiki or two.
No! I mean, I walked you through it in like, what, 5 to 8 minutes because you had brain farting.
It shouldn't take
night
8
again.
fucking minutes to play with somebody.
That's because Buddah was brain farting and not actively listening to what I was saying. And just repeating step by step what I was saying. Otherwise it would have been done in 3.
I love how he goes back to it just has to be the Buddha fault.
Because
wrong,
it wasn't.
Buddha did it! Buddha did it!
I'm willing to
No.
accept that it is Buddha's fault. I really am. But Capcom has their share in this one. Like those
Yeah,
guys.
Monster
fucking
Hunter World
fucked
was
the pooch
way
on this
more
one.
easy. You just invited Fire Steam in
You played.
to go done. In Wilds, you have to share the hunter ID, set the friend invite, and if you want to hunt in the squad lobby, which only then people can join that are in the squad and not random as bullshit people, you have to create a squad, which Buddah had created. So Buddah would need to invite you into the squad. Then you can jump into the squad lobbies, which is basically the private lobbies World had as well. Instead of 1650 people can join though. And then you just invite into link party, and if you want to hunt together outside of the quest, you have to put an environmental link up. Otherwise, you can just keep playing via link party, but you basically lose sight of each other outside of questing, so you only see each other either in the cities or in the quest.
See, 10
Seriously,
easy
how
steps.
did I not get this from the word go? Like,
Yeah, like
How-
it
how
totally
is
makes
this-
sense. Just
See,
remember,
I told you,
Buddha's
it's
fault.
basically a 3-minute thing to set up. It's not complicated once you understood it.
You know what this is? Right here. Perfect example. German engineering. Perfect example. Right there. It's simple. Perfectly simple. You just have to find the perfectly sized sprocket with the perfectly sized nut, with the perfectly sized screw, with the perfectly sized...
Oh,
What?
come on, we Germans aren't that bad.
you fuckers
German
invented
engineering
metric.
is
You
a
are that
phrase.
bad.
It's perfectly simple. Even Buddha could understand it after 10 minutes. Except it should be understood in 3 minutes. What?
You were drinking, you were brain farting. What else should I do?
And
you had-
nothing. You know what Capcom should do? Fix it.
They should make it so two drunk assholes on the internet can play together.
Like, what is this? Am I trying to get a driver's license or am I trying to play a game?
What is this, fucking Auschwitz? Come on,
Both.
let us play the fucking game together.
Both.
I don't know, man. You need to prove that you have the right to play this game with other people. But it's people I know. No. You need to prove it.
No,
What?
you only have to prove it if you want to play with people you know. If you want to play with any brain fart idiot on the fucking world, you can just join a recommended lobby and be good to go from the get-go.
So it's easier to
That's-
play with randoms than it is to play with somebody I already know.
Basically, yes.
It is. It really fucking is. It's much easier
German
to play with
engineering at
randoms
the-
than
at its
actual
finest.
friends. Like, this is absolutely a German creation right here. This is 100% a German creation. Like, our players don't have friends.
No,
What
that's
the
a
fuck is
Korean
this
creation,
shit?
sorry. That's a Korean creation. Sorry to misalign your understanding in that one, though.
So, but yeah, no, I agree. I did not have as much of a bitch fit as XioniX, but I still understand where it's like, wait, so I could go, I know that guy over there. Yeah. And I want to be like, I want to co-op with that guy over there. Well, you have to go through the proper protocols. Do you have the proper licenses for this? Do you know the regulations for this? Fucking what?
You just need to send the hunter ID of the person into your fucking friends list, and then you're good to go. To link party up and do quests together. It's
You
fine.
know, I'm actually kind of surprised that I don't have to pay taxes for this.
Yeah,
one
VAT
good
tax
thing
and shit like that. Like, you know.
Here's
one
your
good thing
squad
I
tax.
have to give Wilds though, when you put the link party together, you can be in different server lobbies as well and still hunt together and do the quest together. So the link party is across all lobbies and servers. So even if you're not in a squad, if you have a proper link party, you can still play together.
It's still much harder than it fucking needs to be.
I'll just remember the one person who's happy with it is the German.
Makes perfect sense.
No, it's too easy. The monsters are too easy and boring by now. Because I even start to make a bitch out of the fucking current endgame monsters.
Are you excited for the Mitsuzuni?
Meh.
Aw.
I'm rather excited excited for Zoshia.
I was gonna
How
say
about
he's praying for a
Electron?
Fatalis right now.
Yeah, bring back White Fatalis that has no fucking weakness. I want him. I want the
What about
challenge!
What about Alatreon?
It was fun in World, but too easy as well after you understood him.
Okay, between the Crimson Fatalis, White Fatalis, and the regular Fatalis, which one do you pick?
By difficulty, by fun, or just by sheer stupidity?
Yes.
So by difficulty, White Fatalis was the hardest because he had massive AoEs and no weaknesses and had a shit ton more defense and health. By stupidity, I would pick Crimson because his areas, especially in the early game back then, they were way too brutal to be fun to be around. They were really brain damage. Normal Black Fatalis was always quite enjoyable. So, to be honest, I had the most fun with Black Fatalis and White Fatalis.
Did you know? Don't know if I think you already
There's
heard
more
this.
than
Like
one
you know, in
fucking
the
Fatalis?
I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing, but I
Yes.
wasn't sure if that was just me.
Crimson Fatalis has lived too much in volcanic areas and had to adapt. Black Fatalis is the original Fatalis, basically, that was created because of a misstep from the ancient civilization, which gave birth to this dragon and caused for all the hatred of those dragons. And White Fatalis is basically the ancient adult
God.
fatherhood that passed on
Uh,
from the ancient times.
Did
I
you?
could get-
I don't. I think you already. Did you know in the Japanese version, the Japanese version of the White Fatalis, they have a second phase, and when you get killed by the second phase, it basically resets, deletes your entire save file.
Yeah, I know.
There's-
I
and-
played that one.
And if you died, you have to start all over again, meaning you have to start from Hunter rank 1.
Yeah, I know. I have played that
Yeah.
one back in the day.
I was like,
I have a
fucking
save file with full mastering on that one. I think somewhere still.
how many
One of-
save files have you lost?
3 in total.
From from the second phase of White Fatalis?
Yeah.
Fucking
You
hell.
know what? What you people qualify as fun is not the same thing I qualify as fun.
I know, I'm hearing like platforming stories right now.
I consider it as fun. Am I weird?
Yes.
I accept that.
Like, I didn't even know that was a question, but sure, yeah.
Oh,
But
well,
yeah, he totally wiped my save files around 3 times in total.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't sure if he was asking a question or if it was just like a rhetorical. It's like I should probably answer that one actually. All right. So
well, I
defensive
get.
perimeter
To be fair,
solid.
I am the same person that told some of you like, hey, I want a real-time strategy game where I can command like hundreds and thousands of soldiers at once, and I don't care how many units I have to command. I like the challenge. And they would say, "Oh, but it's messy. It's better to just command a maximum of 10,000 soldiers at once." I'm like, "Bitch, that's so fucking weak. Let me command 1,000,000 soldiers at once at the battlefield. I don't care if I'm gonna get Parkinson's syndrome by just keep on clicking and typing, and clicking.
I don't think that's how you get Parkinson's, but yeah, sure.
They just say it as a
Then
joke. They just say it as a
then-
joke.
Then go
So I-
make 3 accounts, play a 3v3, and play alone with 3 accounts at the same time against 3 other people. There you go. What's the problem? Just go for it. I done that
Just
shit
be-
already.
Just be absolutely mad lad with the alt tabbing.
Yeah. Just keep alt tabbing or have all the windows on 3 different monitors or on 2 different monitors and just keep switching between them. It's not that hard.
It's
You
like
can
I
do
told
it.
you earlier, German engineering, man. You just gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, I love to be the one man army. Yes, I am that much of a masochist. How do you know? Oh yes, I love commanding millions of soldiers per account. I don't care how many soldiers I want to command per account. I want to command all of them. I don't care if I have to switch. Yeah, how do you know? Yeah, I
Then
also
go
love a
for it.
challenge. Yes, I want to have a migraine. How do you know?
And go
Yes, I
for it.
love having.
Nobody stops you.
I know. I just need the
The only
fucking
one
money.
who stops you is you
Or your
Yeah.
brain. Your brain might stop you.
and your system.
But
I would just say with my
I
system,
think I think
your
the
soul
PC
is.
would I think
I
the
would just say to
PC
my.
would rather give up.
I will tell my system and my PC that that their soul is their drill and it shall create the heavens. It will be motivating.
Researching
But yeah,
batteries.
I
Nobody
am
got
as
that
well.
reference. Nobody got that reference.
Nope.
I got it, but
Aw.
I started to ignore it.
At least you got it. At least
Yeah,
you got it.
true.
Even Zan got
Another
it,
one
so.
got it.
I got it. It wasn't funny, but I got it.
Yeah, it's not funny, but it's understandable. No, but I am part of the community base that says Wilds is way too easy.
Oh, just
Well,
like Dark Souls players. Like, oh, Dark Souls players. This is too easy. I played with this like 1,000 times. I died, and now it's too easy for me to play it.
well, base game world wasn't bad either.
It was also too easy. I done base game world without armor and not even taking damage.
There you go.
Let's see.
I forgot there's this one YouTuber in the Monster Hunter world, Team.
Darkside.
It starts with M. Yeah, Team Darkside. Yeah.
Starts with M, Team Darkside.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an M
I'm
in
glad
there.
I'm not the only one who went. Wait a second.
I know which team he was talking about, but it was the wrong fucking letter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Team Darkside. I guess you already know about Team Darkside, eh, Moki?
Yeah. Yeah.
He lives, breathes, and dies by Monster Hunter, and you're asking such questions. This is fun.
There's even a few
Well, what can you say about
in videos about it. Where
What can
I'm
you say about Team
partaking in it.
Darkside? Do you think he's as good as you, or do you think he needs more improvement?
Team Darkside is not one person; it's multiple persons. It's
Yeah, do you
multiple
think they
people.
need improvement, or they're as good as you? They're-
Some of them are better than me.
Oh my god, you heard it here first, folks.
No, there are persons that can output more DPS in Monster Hunter than me. That's true.
Such humility.
But
Never thought I'd see the day.
Like
No, but
3, maybe
there's
4. Like,
there's still the problem for me that first off, I don't play every day the full day. Second off, I don't have as much time or motivation to play that much either. And lastly, it's way too boring to keep pushing myself so much for that shit. Because I don't get anything basically in return for matching that. So, I still deliver good times. I still beat the monsters more than enough. I'm better than most casuals, so
Most casuals.
he's talking
What's
about me and
your
you, Buddha.
most-
I don't
So
think
what's
we
your number
constitute
one
most
favorite
casuals.
monster? So Moki,
my
what's your
favorite-
top 3
my
favorite
favorite-
monsters? Hunt.
Top 3 favorites. Definitely White Fatalis. Definitely on the list Runa Nergigante in the Arcveld version before Iceborne came out from Worlds. And lastly, good question. To be honest, I would say Alatreon.
I thought you said it's too. Oh, but you said it's too easy for. He's too easy, right?
Yeah,
Compared
the
to.
word Alatron is too easy. The Alatron from the prior games. Because the
Oh.
Alatron from Word only has the elemental mechanic. Once you have enough or strong enough elemental weapons, Alatron is just another bitch flying around. But in the earlier games, Alatron is definitely stronger in comparison.
Always the preview games. Sometimes the previous generations they're like, yeah, they're stronger in that generation, but in the world, in Iceborne, when they were transferred, they were like, doesn't pose
Yeah,
much of a challenge.
no, they dumbed it down a bit, and still too many people complained. I mean, I was one of the persons that constantly did furious ragings in arena just to warm up and have a bit of fun. Where many complained.
You know,
I never
it's
beat
like
Fatalis.
you-
Huh?
I never beat Fatalis, so yeah.
And I beat Fatalis with 3 people standing up in the tent area, and I do the fighter completely alone from the get-go. With only 1 life.
And
Because
that's
the other 3 died basically the second they jumped down. And then just waited out the quest in the camp. Because I said I can handle it myself.
you know, it's like the world, world Iceborne Rise and now Wilds. It's because of, I feel like it's because of the new mechanics, like the grappling. In the Rise now, you have the firefly. Like it gets you do combos and jump in the air. You know, I feel like those mechanics just made hunting a little bit easier. And like you said, they still complain.
Of course.
Whereas in the before versions, like for me, I played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Like we don't
I did
go,
too.
we don't, we yeah, uh we didn't got those fireflies and we didn't got those grappling hooks. So hunting really is on the fucking ground unless you're playing Insect Glaive. So you really have to time yourself. You really have to keep looking around you just to see where's the monster. And it
Although I
poses a
even
challenge.
had... No, I even had fun in Wilds and Generations. It wasn't that difficult either.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but it's like you can notice like as Monster Hunter goes by, it's like it's getting progressively easier to hunt monsters with, and people still fucking
Yeah.
complain.
Well, if I
It's like
remember
that.
right, when it comes to Wilds, that was supposed to be part of it. Is they were trying to get more people into the game series.
Yes. The same
mean,
as the
yeah.
Word and Rise.
Well, Rise was one even I was sitting there thinking, huh, a little easy.
Yeah.
Rise was weird. I wasn't a super big fan of it, but no, Rise was weird. I wasn't sold on it.
Like I said, I beat Rise and Sunbreak DLC in 20 hours with all side missions and only carded once to the anomaly tempered Xenogre. That's the only monster that carded me once in the entire game.
You know, Freedom Unite. What can you say about Freedom Unite?
Was fun, but after 50 hours I was completely done with it. When had every monster beaten, my armor setup finished, and most of the needed parts also gem-wise done.
I remember Freedom Unite. I once played it in the PS2 and also on. It was available in the Apple Store at that time too. When I discovered it, I was like, "Damn, I can play Freedom. I can play Freedom
I,
Unite on this one."
uh, I had more fun with Generations and 3 Ultimate, to be honest.
Generations Ultimate.
No,
Ultimate.
nah. The old Generations, not Generations Ultimate. And Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. The third version, which came out for Wii U, and that sort of thing. It was also quite fun, because of the underwater mechanics.
Ah, that one monster you have to hunt underwater.
What are we waiting on research for?
I'm just letting it back up. I didn't have anything that stood out. First one that stood out for me was the uranium ammo. Actually, our automation 3 is probably going to be the next one I'm going to do, just so we can increase our production value.
Do you know the one of the first games of Monster Hunter, Moki? Like
For
it's
the
not.
PS2,
It's like
yes.
it's like you're in a screen, and when when you're about to hunt the monster, it's like on arena style. I forgot.
Mm.
I remember that game. I was like, when I first played it, I was like, oh, this is fun. And one of the first weapons is just the dual blade, sword and shield, great sword. They didn't have the switch axe before that time.
SwitchX was already in try. In the PS2 version, there was longsword, greatsword,
Early
bow, the bow guns,
monster
dual
game.
blades. I think 10 weapons in total were there. I think the insect glaive was also added later. With try or something? Could be wrong. Too many games, too much time, too long ago. But yeah, Wyatt's definitely too easy once you got behind some stuff.
Yeah,
That's
once you get the
adding
hang
some
of the new
skills.
once you get the hang of the new mechanics, you're like, huh, this is fun.
The
It's
new
just
mechanics aren't even that difficult to understand. You get them almost thrown at your feet. So
yeah, it's just when you start the game, it's like he throws your face here.
to be honest, I can't understand anyone that feigns against any monster other than Arkwet and Gormagala, to be honest. No, I can't.
No,
I mean,
we just have
okay.
no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, so Shia is maybe an exception if you're still in low rank and fight him for the first time because of something. Okay, so Shia I give maybe a credit for one feint. But other than that, no. Just no.
I'm hearing blah 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 Buddhist bitch.
I mean, Yufa died fucking gloriously as well. Too many fights.
Okay, let's be honest. Yufer's kind of bad at games.
Oh, whoa.
He's not in the chat, right?
I can't rank him, so I don't know. I know I'm not that good. So
No,
no, I forget who. I think it was a scanner. Essentially, is like, oh, I wonder what the ranking system is. I'm like, it's Moki, then it's Ufer, then it's me, then it's a scanner. That simple. And then Ufer, I think,
Funny.
thought I was talking shit, and then Moki just kind of comes in and just bam, bam, done, bam, bam, done, bam, bam, done. Wow, I told you.
Something like that, yeah.
Simplified version, but it was still one of those like, why would you not believe me? You think I'm just trying to build somebody else up? No.
No, you're not capable of that.
Oh, I can totally build people up.
He is
Everything
more of
I
a
was about
tear
to say
people
after that
down
was
kinda
gonna-
thing, like.
But yeah, funny enough, after you left Buddah, he's kinda did in many fights almost better than Yufa, to be honest.
Ooh.
Mm.
I mean, I can, but after saying that, anyone I'm gonna hype up is gonna obviously be the oh, aren't you adorable? You try so hard.
No, obviously. Not like I
I
was
just
ever
decided
any
I'm just
different.
gonna cut it there and just yeah.
You're adorable how you try to beat up the monster. Let me do that for you.
Yeah, the way you try is just like the tops, man. I swear. You motivate me to be a better me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that meme where there's two gigantic dudes on the throne, on armor, and then they're looking at a small guy on with a wooden sword. That type of meme.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sad thing
The diff-
though.
Yeah, but
Almost
the only
every
difference
game,
is
I'm one of the big guys though.
yeah, the difference is in this scenario, there's no two big guys. There's only one, and that is Moki.
Kinda.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, I mean, I know where I sit in the rankings. I enjoy, but obviously I am nowhere on the tier, I should say.
Yeah.
It's
Like I
practice.
said, the usual hunts doesn't take longer than 3 minutes usually. Unless it keeps running around the whole fucking continent.
I'm working on it. I made power armor Mark
Armor
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm
And
not actually fighting anything. It's more important for him to have one.
I straight up called dibs.
But I appreciate you putting him on blast, Zan. 100%.
Hey man, I'm the one who goes out and gets into the fucking wars. I get the first upgrade.
I agree with that. He's the one who's actually fighting shit. I'm trying to reverse engineer what fucking sheer stupidity I did to build this fucking green chip factory and trying to optimize it. It's absolute dog shit.
Of course, I can't help him with increasing his batteries.
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 We're not using roboports at the moment, so that is a little more on the back end. So I need more steel. But yeah, roboports is one of those things we're going to work on. We were trying to put a little more emphasis on working on the space race aspect, but apparently that's kind of just fallen to the wayside. Roboports will help, though. And I definitely need more rockets. And another leg excited or two, I guess, would not break my heart, but...
I still find Satisfactory a bit better than Factorio.
Yeah,
I'm torn.
we're playing
Like, I like the-
Satisfactory for a bit, but
I know.
I like the 3D nature, but when it comes, I don't know. For this one, a little more simplistic. The fact that you actually have to burn through resources, so you have to constantly expand and rebuild.
Yeah, rebuild and... I mean, technically you have to rebuild and redesign in Satisfactory as well, but you don't run out of resources.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only difference.
Uh,
Something I did like as well was Planet Crafter, which I played through as well, sadly enough.
Sadly
Although
enough.
the DLC is at least a funny twist to it, which I also played through on hardcore.
No, I was looking at Planet Crafter. It looked interesting.
It is interesting. And definitely quite a challenge on hardcore, because you lose your save file.
Yeah. I've only done a hardcore a few times and not a fan, but I'm also a pansy on that particular front, so. There we go.
You can still make it hardcore without the save file loss on the custom settings. So that you at least use your inventory and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oops.
Because no punishment for basically running out of food and water in a survival planet construction games. Iffy. I like to have at least run around and get materials and stuff to refill basic necessities.
shit.
Make sure that that's still a requirement. Yeah.
No. I mean, if you keep even your inventory, you just wait out and then just return to whatever you were doing. And never care about food and water and shit.
And I never did care for that. Like, don't get me wrong, I am one of those that I'm a little more annoyed. Well, and that's part of the point is losing the inventory is the punishment for dying. And so, like with Satisfactory, okay, have to go back and pick up my corpse.
Hmm.
Go get my body.
Yeah,
back.
in Planetcraft, if you die and lose inventory, you really lose it. You don't get it back. You have to gather the resources completely new.
Yeah, and with something like that, I guess I would spend a whole lot more time just, okay, I'm going to make sure when I'm traveling, I'm only maintaining what I deem necessary.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy enough to sustain yourself even in hardcore. You just need water bottle every minute or two, and depending on how far you've progressed or upgraded your oxygen, every now and then the oxygen ups. And
You know what?
food
I'm not sure how
every...
much you would care about, Moki. Have you checked out a game called Icarus?
That's actually what I was
Icarus.
thinking too.
I looked into it, but it didn't appeal to me that much, to be honest. It looked boring as fuck on the streamers.
I was gonna say it's a lot more on the survival aspect since you have to pay attention at least to. Oh, did you have to do food? I'm forgetting that, but you had to,
Yeah, you had to
pay
do
a lot
food,
more
you had to
attention.
do oxygen, you had to maintain warmth. Like,
And that was one of those things that got us a handful of times early on. Is just like, oh, wait, no, where do I go to get my oxygen refilled? You know, prior to having an actual, thing to refill my oxygen.
Yeah, no, as far as I remember, I looked at streamers playing it, and I found it too boring to play through myself,
Roger that.
if I remember correctly.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
that good night.
I was about to say. You calling it a night, Necron?
No, not yet. In about 10-20 minutes, maybe.
Alright.
But yeah,
Apparently Moki might be calling it soon too.
well, it's almost 5, so yeah, I'm definitely calling it soon.
Well, I was gonna.
Not like
Yeah.
I'm a few hours ahead. No.
You're a lot of hours ahead, I know.
What? Just 9?
7. But I appreciate the joke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think your skill level.
You think my skill level?
Mm.
Hating on me yet again.
Man,
Fair
poor
enough.
Buddha. Give Buddha a break. Come on.
No, he'll never learn if you give him a break.
You can't treat special people differently. They'll never be normal.
Why can't you just be normal?
Because normal is boring.
If you're not exceptional, you are garbage.
Boring garbage.
You may be a garbage, but you're a golden garbage.
No.
Okay,
no,
that's automation
boring.
3. You know what? I'm gonna go for a personal defense laser.
Anyways, I'm gonna see XioniX try Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Apparently, you've convinced him to play it on Tuesday.
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday. Whatever. Days are stupid.
Eh. Can't join there because work. Can you play it on Friday, like day? From Friday to Saturday? Fucking damn it.
That's a Buddah thing. He likes playing Factorio on Fridays.
Have more time. to play
Buddah!
this game.
Swap to Monster Hunter next week.
Think about it. I'm holding it hostage. You have to be nice. Tell me I'm a pretty person.
Tell me what you
Sure,
think about
Buddah.
this bow.
Sure, Buddah, you're a pretty princess.
I said person, not princess. Person. I'm a pretty person.
So you're saying princesses are not people?
They are not people. They are definitively not people. I'll stand by that.
Queen,
I mean, there's,
kings,
there's only one pretty princess.
And
That's fucking Kronk.
Kronk.
Pull whatever, Kronk.
Wrong lever!
That's the most beautiful fucking princess there is.
I didn't say I was the most beautiful. I just said I'm a pretty, pretty person.
Yeah, sure, princess.
See, you're not selling it, man. I don't know. I'm feeling Factorio growing on me more and more as it stands.
Because you suck too much in Monster Hunter, yeah, I know.
That is true. You're right. I guess I need to play in shorter times. I'll enjoy it better. Sounds like it's gonna be Monster Hunter on Wednesday. So sad. So sad.
Anyways, good night. Yeah.
Have a good night, Loki.
Good night, good night, good night.
He didn't call me a pretty, pretty person. I am so disappointed.
It's because you're a pretty, pretty princess.
I don't want to be a princess. I'm a person.
What the fuck are we even working on? I've been min-maxing this factory. I don't even remember what the hell is important.
So right now, the biggest things that we need to work on is obviously the rocket. So I've been expanding out the borders because it sounded like we were running out of both iron, mainly iron, but I figured we were running low on certain supplies, and especially looking at the chip production for what I've been using to get getting our Mark II armor. So I wasn't sure if you were going to be improving that up, because it does look like we're going to need more iron. Well, not iron. Well, more iron, more copper. So I've been working on expanding so we have access to more of those without having to worry about the natives. So I've pushed that out to pretty much the point where if I'm taking on anything, there's a few smaller ones, but everything else is going to be taking on some big uns.
Yeah, no, I've been dicking around with this factory, trying to min-max it. And honestly,
So if we're going to be going for a focused destination, what we need to work on, if you open up your inventory, click on space, I made a rocket silo. Then from there, we need to make cargo loading pad. Creates landing spot for all items ejected from space platforms in orbit. Makes logistic requests for items from orbital platforms. So maybe not that so much, but we need to make space platforms, or space platform foundation, which is simple. It's iron or steel plate and cable, or copper cable. And we need to make a space platform starter pack, which is fairly simple also. So minus that, we need to make what is required to actually launch the rocket, which is rocket fuel, processing units, and low density parts. And I've been siphoning off some low density parts so I can make more batteries, Mark II batteries. So we're gonna be, you can give up your Mark I's for those. But I've already been siphoning off. Oh no, it looks like they've backed up a bit more. So I'll put down another slow picker. But yeah, been intentionally holding off on some of the research just because it's been, none of them are that important. The most important one is either, hey Ultima, how's it going?
Gonna sleep.
Alright.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, based on what I can tell, I'm gonna say I would research uranium ammo, mining productivity, and physical projectile damage, because yeah, from where the research I've done, we want to make sure we have as much physical weapon damage and speed as possible when we're going through space.
Yeah, and that's fine. I get that. I'm just
So
trying
with
to
that
decide.
said,
I should probably be working on something important instead of dicking around with the stupid factory over here. That it's largely functional. I'm just min-maxing.
okay, so then at that point, I can start putting out or working on some roboports, and I would, yeah, we need processing units, which we have, so we could just straight up
Yeah, but
manual that.
blue chips aren't super, like, we're running behind on those.
Yeah, low density structures and
should be
rocket
fine.
fuel. Those are the three that we are working on, or we need to work on.
Because
Alright, good night. I'm calling it. Good night, everyone.
night,
Enjoy
Necron.
your stream.
Good night, Necron.
Alright.
Yeah, we only have these three.
Hey, Necron, are you Ultima, or is that, or
Yeah,
am I being screwed with?
You're an idiot. That's
I just wanted to make sure.
that's Necron.
Hey, man, I haven't seen him really appear, so you know. Good
Yeah,
night, Necron. It's me, Mario.
I was gonna say that's some fucking Five Nights at Freddy's shit. Like, it's me. Good night, man.
Well, as we discussed while Moki was around, I'm the slow one.
Well, and you haven't done fuck all for Five Nights at Freddy's research. No.
Nope. All of my stuff's been generalities and listening to other people. Okay, so... Oh, I need to reconnect that. Ammo's fine. Electricity's fine. Why did I come back then? I had one more thing to do. Whatever. If you can't remember, it was not important. But yeah, we're at the point now where it should be just straight up focusing on what's required to get into space. So purple chip, low density, and rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is solid rocket fuel plus lightweight oil. So, and solid could be made in multiple ways. Light oil can be made multiple ways.
Yeah, but fucking with our existing infrastructure is not a super good idea.
No, and that's just it, dude. We got 3 or 4 oil that we can, or oil fields that we could start tapping into. And at that point, that's where maybe we go absolutely bonkers with making a bunch of roboports so that that's now part of our infrastructure.
That might make our life simpler. Red chips are starting to back up again. Okay.
So yeah, roboports is red chips, gears, and steel. So I got no problem just setting up a bunch of stuff, and then I can start our. I'll change or shift our focus. Maybe. So I can increase the speed, but it looks like I've already increased the capacity as much as I can.
Yeah, no, the big limiting factor over here is these steel production. Interesting. This is just on purple potions, which I don't think you particularly care for.
No, not really. I think blue is the lowest level one that I've been caring about thus far.
And the blue potions have been backing up, but I don't have any room to expand them anymore, so.
Well, and that's where for the blue potions, they're one of those that as soon as I start really doing research, they just kind of disappear.
Gotcha.
Oh, walls. That's what I ran out of. Well, even without walls, might as well.
Yeah, no, these low density structures, there's certainly plenty of them. They're doing well.
Well, you have to remember we're gonna. Well, we want low density for the rocket ship, but we also want low density for the roboport. Well, the worker bots.
So,
So let's see.
I think around here looks good. It's just kind of the steel, like, doing, seems to be doing okay mostly. Alright, I think I finally got this fairly well optimized.
But yeah, we got 17,000% oil, crude oil at 22,000, which is closer to our border. Then we got the one up north, which is 28,000. That's way further away.
Okay.
So either you're going southeast, which has 2, or you're going northwest that has 1.
Okay. So I'm just doing one
And-
more look around to make sure I'm happy with the current state of affairs here. And
Okay.
I think I am happy with the current state of affairs here.
Get off my boardwalk.
Oh. Going.
Okay, we're over halfway done with the our modules that's required, and there's still enough modules for, or that it won't interrupt the yellow potion production, I believe.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with how this is. I just improved the copper a little bit, but I think I can stop fucking with it and move on, because perfection is the enemy of good enough.
Yep. So, yeah, if we're gonna work on anything, we need to make sure low density purple chips and rocket fuel are made. That's the next two major ones. I could do my own little thing on making
So you put the thing down here.
yeah, this is
So
we can move it
purple, low
obviously. I
density
just
rocket. So it's a good.
and we probably need 100 of each to get to the progress of 100 at minimum.
So the one in the north is way too far away. So probably the one in the southeast is going to be the.
Yeah, there's two down there. I'll make sure I can expand the border a bit because oil is going to definitely push that back. And I don't know if you're going to want to try to make trains that will go in there or not. Or if that's going to be pure Roboport.
I mean, I guess if we get enough Roboports, it's probably fine. I'm a little concerned there's no stone down there, but I don't necessarily know if that's a problem. There is a issue that the iron mine is real close to a lot of. Oh, never mind. There's an iron mine up here.
Are you looking at north or south?
South. I'm looking in the southeast. There's two
Yeah, so
oil
there's
fields down
two
there.
stone. Yeah, there's 2 million stone. There's 2 million iron, and then there's 6 million copper, 9 million copper, 10 million copper. So yeah, if you want to put the oil fields down there, I'll just start wiping those out so we can expand that. And actually,
I mean,
there's
our only other real option is all the way up in the northwest.
yeah, I'm cool with either, dude. I was assuming down here anyways, because I mean, there's literally 4 crude oil fields down there.
Yeah, it makes sense that we expand that away.
So yeah, no, I'm fine with that, and I got landfill. So like I said, if you want to start making trains, or if you want me to just turn everything into you know, actually might want to just move this down there. Purple chip will be down there, low density will be down there, and rocket fuel will be down there. So
Yeah.
wouldn't even
Yeah, we wouldn't even need to pipe it up there if we have everything we need down there. Yeah, I think we should probably leave the core alone.
Yeah, and that was the plan. The biggest thing I was thinking about is just making roboports. And roboports, literally, the only thing that we need that isn't being picked up is gears. Because it's 45 steel plates, it's 45 iron gears, and 45 red chips, so...
Gears are being stored in a couple of different places.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a gander. Gear. Nope.
There are gearboxes, I just don't think they're marked.
Well, they don't have to be marked.
If you're looking at the map, they kind of do.
Oh, I figured it would... Sorry, I thought I would show boxes too.
No.
Oh, I remember where the gears are stored.
Yeah, no, there are absolutely gears out there. Yeah, I know for a fact there are several gearboxes out there. There's a gearbox.
Yeah, I just yoinked a bunch.
Head tag. Gear go burn.
No, and that's one of those little things I remember is you could or look up on the map where things are, but it'll only tell you where they're being produced, not like produced, stored, shit like that.
So, tracks with tracks. Got some blocks, got some pipes, got some pickers. oil.
Wait. Oh, I was making them. Okay, I can run with that.
You have a power outage. You have a big fucking power outage.
I mean, I saw close coal slowing down a bit, but geez.
I'm getting nothing and nothing. What the hell is going on? Oh, that is nowhere near enough coal coming to the line. What's happening?
Guess I might have to start up nuclear quicker than I wanted to.
Huh. The field's not dead. I wonder what happened. Gotta do a transplant to figure it out. Yeah, no, there's some sort of shortage going on here, so
No, I think this is where we need to definitely make sure there's a power switch too.
it's always fun to manually kickstart. There is no such thing as too many. I have 3, and there are times I wish I had 4.
I have 2 legs on me. He has 3. But personal, we're talking about general power outage, not a personal power outage.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on.
No, we start need to. There's a power switch somewhere.
Where's some of these I put coal into already?
Yeah, they're already burning it.
Oh no, it's just like they're out of coal already. Like I wonder if there's some sort of like similar glitch to what happened earlier where that box was just kept consuming and consuming even though it was full.
Okay, surgical strike.
Use surgical striking.
I just cut off power to literally half of our base or 3/4 of our base. Literally the only thing that's being powered right now is our coal. No, looks like we're going to be bringing in more coal then.
Yeah. Clearly there's a problem here.
And the closest coal right now is being used to feed the core.
Yeah, no, seriously, I just built these fucking things up over here.
But it still takes a second for all the coal to go. But like you said, it's burning fast.
Yeah, it's burning very, very fast.
Well, it's starting to back up now.
Like, it's just weird because I filled all these up with 20 some odd coal, and alright, I guess.
It's gonna burn regardless, so you might as well start reconnecting. Or I'll do it, since I know where I cut.
Yeah, you know where you cut.
Honestly, well, I know what I'll do. Yeah, everything is powered now.
Some sort of down here on the track because of a stray slow or some shit like that. Okay. What the fuck happened?
was gonna say I didn't think we were that close to being at max power consumption. Apparently we are.
Well, it's not max power consumption. It's the
Well, it's one of those that once you get closer to max power consumption, it's going to lead to a decrease in efficiency, and then decrease in efficiency means decrease in coal, blah blah blah. You know, the whole cascade effect. I didn't think it would be that bad, but
brownout.
yeah, seriously.
Let's do.
I'm about to supplement the coal going to, yeah, because right now, like the coal that's going south is already starting to become more spotty.
Here. Not doing a fucking manifold and actually splitting will help. So we have enough power consumption that, yeah, okay. I see the problem now.
Oops.
Yeah, there's probably a better way to do the manifold. But the way I built it is it prioritizes the left ones over the right ones. And so the right ones are running out.
Okay. Now it should be filling up a bit better.
Once the boilers run dry.
Okay, guess I'm gonna have to preemptively start up the nuclear.
Well, this should buy us a little bit of time, but the problem is we're bumping up against our production limit.
Yeah.
And the way I designed the factory was flawed. And so the first line would fill up, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth. But
Yeah.
as we started hitting power outages or brownouts, the back end would run out of coal, and the next one would run out of it was just a chain reaction because I wasn't properly splitting. I was doing a manifold. I was doing satisfactory logic, not Factorio logic.
Got it.
Exactly, it was a cascade failure. So now that I understand what I'm looking at here, what the problem is, I can make it better. Yeah, and it looks like this is probably fine. All the lines are backing up with coal now. But it would be similar to what, yeah, it would need to be I'm still favoring the left line, but
No, and there's no coal nearby that we can augment. I've already tapped into the one that could.
so I don't think it was a problem with the coal line. I think it was a problem with how I designed it.
The feed line.
Yeah. I think that was the issue. The change I've already made should help alleviate the problem, along with the extra coal you're feeding in. So this is probably fine for now, but we are 87 to 108, so we're about 20 megawatts away from the problem. Yeah, the lines are backing up, so we're okay for now. I don't want to rip it apart and redesign it at the moment. You pulling the... no, that's fine. So that's going to give us a temporary reprieve, but that coal's away. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting scared, because if we're gonna start making new oil production.
Yeah, we have to solve our problem fucking now before we start the oil production. So, Buddha, nuclear power probably needs to start happening
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
I'll just try to keep 40 as seed.
I don't know how to build nuclear power.
I'll take care of it.
Never were there more scary remarks than that.
Oh, do you want to take care of it?
You're not over here, so I'm
I'm going to grab landfill so I can start making the area I want it in.
Got it. Okay.
I'm grabbing the resources. Be patient.
Be patient. Be patient. Well, it's a good thing this happened because your backlog of shitty uranium to good uranium is
Yeah, I
filling
know.
up.
I've been looking at it. And the problem is the shitty uranium is the shitty uranium. It's the good uranium I've been trying to stockpile on.
Let's see. Thing I can do is more coal power. Dangerous area. Looks nice. Safe there. Chips.
And I'm not researching right now just to let or not tax power.
Yar.
Now, to be fair, I guess I could mitigate this and literally just run one reactor instead of all four. It'll still add an extra 48 megawatts or something like that. Yeah, we still need space research. That's where we need to work on. We still need to work on the rocket ship, which is where we need additional oil because everything of it requires oil. And with how tapped out we are right now, yeah.
Alright. Let's see. So we need boilers.
So
That is more boilers than I intended, but all steam. So, here's-
all right. So wood bucks. Just there.
steam engines I need.
Oh, I do need garbage uranium. Worry about that later.
Pumps. Yep. That is not an offshore pump. I'm an idiot. Damn it. Offshore pumps don't require fucking engines, you goddamn moron.
All right, so need pumps. Yeah, here I was thinking we'd be putting out enough that I could just maintain with coal until we got our space working.
Alas, that is not the case.
Or I'll be smart about that, but yeah.
You know what always bothers me?
Always?
Always. Every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Is when I end up with an odd number of underground pipes. Like, how the fuck does that even happen?
Need more landfills. I guess I can uproot move it a bit further south.
Like, it feels like it should never, ever fucking happen. But it always fucking happens.
Yep, gonna do one more time.
There.
He's not gonna use XioniX, I think.
Yeah, I'm building more coal burning. Since I'm assuming it's going to take time for Buddah to get nuclear up and running, and I don't
Well,
want
as
to
long
wait,
as you don't produce any more.
I'm going to produce more. I'm going to consume more power building the new oil line. And so I'm assuming I can get more steam power up and running and then go build the oil line before you're going to get nuclear up and running. It's not a very nice assumption, and I get that, but
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where you're gonna get the more coal from.
I'm right next to it. Right here. I have all the coal I could possibly want.
Ah,
Yeah. That big beefy bastard. So, this is just I want to solve the problem quick, fast, and in a hurry. Then I'm nuts. Yeah, for me, I always get Final Fantasy 6 or 7 vibes out of this.
Filter output.
Yep, Nibelheim. Pretty. Split this intelligently. Oh.
And now I need pipes. Totally forgot the pipes.
Buddah is the one dealing with adjacency bonuses.
Yeah, that was the plan, is make it to where I can expand. I'm just hoping I'm getting the ratios right.
Playing without a fucking guide up like a scrub.
Who says I don't have a guide up?
Because you're doing it wrong.
Oh, would you like to do it? I could tear everything down.
No, I'm doing what I know how to do. But how I divide a line evenly across 5 is a bit perplexing at the moment, if I may. Honest.
Oh, no, I need pipe. I'm here for pipe. Yeah, I know. I stand by it, or behind it, or in front of it. Take it however you will.
That is definitely a bad
Which is weird, because XioniX is generally offended by weird and ugly.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately, part of the process.
Make a splitter here. Put right, filter, depleted
So I
uranium
need
cell.
So I need focus on the center. So
And now I'm changing my mind, so I'm tearing everything down one more time.
yeah, that might be a better way to look at this. Split into six. Even at six, it's gonna be a bit rough because you don't go like you go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. At no point do you have 5 or 6 in there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oopsie.
Center line is gonna be heavier than the outer line, but center lines are a lot heavier than the outer line. But at least the center line, it'll be the first to fill up, but it'll be the last to run out. It's God, I have a fucking I'm gonna go pee. Be right back, Buddah.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured because I generally like building it more balanced, but then I was like, you know what? I don't really have to do that. I can just kind of connect them all this way. Yeah, not the prettiest.
And not the as he, of course, means ugly as sin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. 5.
Honestly, I think mine looks quite elegant at the moment. It's not going to be super balanced under load, but looks good.
Mhm.
Want a beer?
Please. Well, no, hold off on that.
Okay.
Then regular pipe, and then just simply. And I don't know if the feedback loop is important, but I'm gonna do it anyways. You make one more splitter. Output left, filter. So that should siphon out the good. That should input the. And just for funsies, so I can make the proper loop. Allow for the power output. Feed. All right, basic infrastructure. Fortunately, this is gonna have to be. And I saw something talking about the logic that allow for you to only maintain a certain amount of fuel cells so you don't burn too many, but I don't know that shit right now, so I'm just gonna be saying this stuff out and I can tear it down later. Alright, if I didn't fuck this up, we should be about to get something like 96 watts pumping in. Well, once I actually connect it with power, you know, weird. Didn't think that would be required.
Did it faster than I expected you to.
Oh, your praise. You make me so happy with myself. Boop. Guess there will work. Fail. Put right, filter, fuel cell. Picker in. There we go. And then yet again, I made one more mistake. Thank goodness I don't have to worry about a nuclear explosion. And that's not where I want to put that either. Yeah, screw it.
I also
can make
just
it look.
hooked up 80 more steam engines, so. And 80 megawatts.
All this stuff is still warming up. Yeah, if I remember that, it's 500 Celsius that I need to wait for. I'm just embarrassed that I forgot to feed the heat exchangers with water. Like, I'm all set up. No, you forgot something. Ah, shit. This has already made a mistake.
Well, I'm glad I went ahead and went forward with my plan to make alternate fuel.
How do I fix this? Yeah, and I honestly, I remember I was looking at that when I was doing the research, but I have no experience with the logic aspects of this game. Everything's been just simple input output with filters applied. I came up with the simplest solution with this before. And we're about to hit 500 C. And already made another mistake. Shit.
steel. That person gets things. Sure. Right.
So I don't have to connect them all to power?
Why are you putting a space between them?
Because right now it looks like they need to have power in between, so I need to have power poles to connect them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured all I had to do was connect them, and it looked like, or then all of a sudden it gave me the no power sign, so.
Got it. I
It should be going into the grid. Oh, derp.
What are you doing over there, Buddha?
Nothing. Everything is working just fine. have to
Nuclear
ask-
power plant!
Don't have to ask any questions. Everything is perfectly fine. Even Zan agrees.
355 megawatts. Okay, that's a lot of power you're generating over there.
Now I'm just not sure how to take care of this. No, the best way to do it is with robo ports too, and I guess I can do that.
It's not producing maximum output. No, because he needs 2 more fucking generators next to each other.
Well, no, it's just even with what I'm doing right now. I mean, everything's heated up as much as possible. They're all full of water. Oh. Don't know if that'll make the difference. Oh. Yeah, that is true. Right now, I'm just making up for what's not being used because it's burning coal first. So, XioniX, I'm going to tear down some of your... Well, I'm not going to tear down, but I'm going to disconnect some of the coal output. Or input, I should say.
For the primary power supply.
Yep.
Okay. Why?
Because me burning the nuclear fuel is always going to have the maximum output required. So even if we're not using it, we're using it, where we can hold off on some of the coal burning.
Gotcha.
But thankfully, it's a simple surgery. Beep. Is coal required for solid?
I don't know.
Not seeing a. Is that future research? Yeah, all the solid fuel I'm seeing is just pure petroleum, light oil, or heavy oil. I haven't seen one that's coal. Is that, like I said, hey man, you might be right, but it might be, future research. I mean, possibly it was a mod, I guess, but. Fish breeding. Woo woo, I still forget how to collect fish. All right. Let's see how much of an issue this is going to cause. Half of the boilers down here are about to go offline.
I literally just doubled our boilers on my end of the world.
Well, you can stop them for now. See how well my steam engines kick in. My steam turbines. Come on, man. We're trying to go green.
I don't think this is green.
Nuclear is green.
I don't think you know what green means.
I mean, they always make uranium look green. It's the delicious green. They added it into Nuka-Cola, and I hear that's delicious.
So you want me to turn off my new power plant?
Yeah, I mean, keep it set up. Just stop the coal feeding on it. Let's see how this works out. Because I do believe the nuclear I have set up should be offsetting. Should be offsetting all of our power.
Alright.
No, the one that still makes me laugh, I mean, it's depressing, but it does make me laugh, is they believed in radioactive material so much that they made some iridium syrup or something like that. Take it daily, it'll give you superpowers. And there was this one rich dude who kept taking it. His jaw ended up falling off. I mean, you just have to look into the what were they called? The Irradium Girls? Because the nuclear radiation makes things glow green. And so they would add that to watches and stuff like that, so it would be glow in the dark. And then they would use their mouths to make sure their paintbrushes were at a very fine point. And so they're constantly getting irradium. Yeah, that shit's crazy. History is weird. How did we survive as a species?
So it looks like your max is 283 megawatts.
Well, I still didn't completely turn off the OG coal power plant yet.
Yeah.
That is true. I like that. We outbred our stupidity.
Yeah, that's not wrong. So, yeah, it looks like we're at 70 at a 283 megawatts right now. I got 72 kilowatts that I've turned off over here. So I basically doubled our current power consumption.
Okay. So right now, if I'm understanding right, we are operating on 90% nuclear. Well, I could just click on a power pole. What am I doing?
Yeah, like,
So looks like it's still majority coal output that we're operating. We're only taking 5 megawatts from nuclear.
so I see steam turbine at 44 megawatts. I see steam engine at 27 megawatts. So it looks like twice as much power is coming from you as coming from steam engines.
See, from what I'm seeing is I'm only getting 5 megawatts from steam turbines, and I'm getting 72 from steam engines. And steam turbines is the nuclear.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the weird thing is like my new power plant is not connected, so it shouldn't be affecting anything. I'm just because all this and double check real quick. This is all not connected.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because if I look at it here, it's saying 44 from me and 28 from his. But when I look down here, it's not showing that.
Yeah, so over here at the ass end of the world, I'm seeing 44 megawatts from your steam turbines, 27 megawatts from steam engines, which is coal.
I mean, it could be based on, because right now the shortest is an hour. Well, mine's only set to an hour, and that's the shortest. Yeah, 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, correction. I'm looking at production, not burn, but...
Yeah, production. So, if I change my...
So I'm shutting off the coal power over here now.
Don't disconnect the coal, disconnect the power lines, dude. Alright.
I don't think we're fully cross-connected. We are not.
I don't know what the fuck shenanigans you're doing over there.
You told me to don't cut off the coal, cut off the power lines, so I cut off the power lines. So now we're showing how certain parts aren't interconnected. Okay, everything should be connected now.
But you're still showing... Still showing... steam engine power.
So nuclear is spiking.
No, I disconnected mine.
Well, I think it's showing that you're still producing. Like, this is where I'm really confused.
I am still sort of producing, but I'm not connected anymore. I'm completely disconnected over here. Like my little power plant is isolated from the main line. So if I click on my main line, I'm seeing. Yeah, I have drills, I have pickers, and I'm.
Okay, I see where the issue is.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be
Oh,
affecting this graph.
that is weird. So yeah, I am now pretty much, or nuclear is now covering everything. Okay, I see where I was making a mistake. So yeah, you can disconnect or keep everything set up, but just disconnect the coal so it's not burning it.
What are you looking at?
So what I was screwing up is I was looking at. I thought because they were separated like that, that this was going to be different. Well, I guess you're not okay. So coal's not being burned. Okay, I'll reconnect that then.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm seeing steam turbines are producing 70 megawatts. Like I don't know.
I was misunderstanding the read. My apologies. The fault was on me.
Okay.
And I was being paranoid because I figured if you kept feeding it coal, it was gonna keep burning coal. So I've disconnected the. Well, yeah, I believe I've disconnected all the power leading to coal. So this is set up just in case things go south, but if not. Okay, we're pure nuclear now. I was being overly paranoid. I was the bad guy.
I don't know why you're insisting on being pure nuclear right now, but
Because, like I said, nuclear, it's always going to be burning at maximum. There's no way to tone down the power output. So, might as well focus on nuclear, make sure we're getting everything we can from that. Then, when we need to, we can re-tap into the coal. I don't know. It makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to you, then, you know, do what you do.
whatever. It's set up and ready to go. Yeah, I'm getting close to end of night, man. Actually, we have 3 times as much. Maybe 4. Like, we have a shit ton of power production, but now that we have the coal's turned off and it's just 3 times from nuclear, but there's a shit ton of coal that's ready to burn whenever we want it to burn.
Okay, I don't know what the exchange rate is for good fuel to bad fuel, but apparently it's a lot better than I thought it was. So I literally took 100 uranium-235, and it's making way more than just 1-to-1, so either way, nuclear setup, I can expand it to 4. Still holding off because I want to make sure I have enough good stuff for the Corvex aspect. we're gonna be good, or we should have enough energy going so that we can take on, or start working, or expanding and working on. I was about to say the space elevator, but on the rocket. And the rocket is going to be the main crux. And since you're close to calling it, I'm quite sure this is ready. So one more moment so I can give a present. No, and that's where part of what I was thinking, Zan, is taking one of our oil processing, and maybe not completely, but turning a good chunk of that into oh yeah, and turning that into just straight up solid fuel production.
South.
Oh, did I store him back in base? Must. Nope, there they are. So if you would come back to where I'm at, if you got a sec.
Okay, where are you?
I'm down where the modulars are being produced. Near sulfur.
Yeah,
Plastic.
I know where you are.
No.
I know where the modulars are being produced.
Or did you go far away on me? You did. Over here. The box. Yeah.
The old armor?
Oh. Old armor or old batteries.
I don't have a nuclear reactor, so I kind of want to keep the old batteries at the moment.
I didn't make you a nuclear reactor?
I see personal batteries. Yeah, no, I did not get a personal nuclear reactor.
Oh shit. Let's get that fixed then. I thought you had a nuclear reactor also. Well, follow me, good sir. Let's get this fixed.
Maybe all my shit's still on the old armor. I'm not seeing my leg extenders either.
You have to open up your old armor and then shift it all over.
Alright, my old armor's in your pocket then.
Okay, how about this? Re-equip the old armor. Oh, sorry. Re-equip the old armor. We'll take care of that when we get to our location. Could have sworn I made you nuclear power also.
Why are you making me run all the way over here?
Well, I thought you would have your leg extenders. You can stay in the center real quick. I'll go grab the materials and make it. Ah, shit. You got purple chips on you?
Purple, I assume you mean yellow? Blue?
Blue, yeah.
Yeah, I do have some on me. But my leg extenders don't seem to be working well.
Put your blue chips in there. Perfect. Okay, there's your nuclear. But yeah, mine's fairly sparse right now. I'm just doing 4 energy shields, 4 Mark II batteries, portable fusion reactors, 2 leg extenders, and night vision. So mine's pretty open right now.
Gotcha. That's
My power is no longer dictated by the sun.
I'm faster than you, I'm faster than you, I'm faster than you.
Turn. But yeah, here's where nuclear's going on. I have it set up so I can expand it to 4 easily enough.
Roger. I'm gonna go back to my shenanigans before we call it.
I'll just stay by nuclear so I remember. Because I still haven't figured out how to properly...
You haven't figured out how to properly.
Okay, I know what to do. It'll look fugly as shit, but it'll work.
Note to self: don't look at Buddha's nuclear reactor ever again. Things are going well enough. You're making uranium ammo, so that's good. Alright, I'm at my oil plant.
Okay, so that'll allow for fuel cells and the extraction of used cells. Alright, if you're happy to call it where you're at, I'm happy to call it where I am at.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us, Zen, and
Thanks for the input, Zen.